opponent he ever fought, Parkinson's syndrome.
We're back in Tempe, and there's the tall and the short of it for GW. Alexander Kuhl, who goes 7-1, and Shante Rogers at 5'3". Rogers kind of reminds me of one of those old 45s, you know, that somebody occasionally will play at 78. He's just so fast, so much faster than everybody else around him.
He's a guy who can handle the ball very effectively and can really be a pest on defense. Early in the game, the biggest factor has been Millard's three-point shooting.
Well, under 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Glasper. Kingsbury saves it. She's caught.
No, he didn't get it off. George Washington is a solid defensive ball club. And they're a deep ball club. This is Yegor Masharikov. Another one of those guys from Mike Jarvis from Belarus.
From Minsk, a 6'8" freshman. He's an outstanding shooter. They really expect a lot of great things from him in his career.
He's an outstanding athlete. He can run, can handle the basketball, and you're right, he can shoot it.
Rattles around, doesn't go. Oh, and how physical is it inside?
Hawkeyes of Iowa from the Big Ten, where they're not afraid to play physically. And there's Russ Millard. That's 3 3-point baskets.
And he has 9.
And the Colonials are going to have to consider guarding him.
Rogers. J.J. Braid. Masharikov.
Iowa really packing it inside on the defense. It looks like they're going to force George Washington to shoot it over the top.
Millard thought about it. Dishes it off. 3 seconds. It's the 4th Iowa turnover, only 1 for GW.
And Alexander Kuhl finds himself in the unfamiliar position of trying to defend somebody on the perimeter.
Jess Settles comes back in, as does Andre Woolrich. Kingsbury sits. Iowa up by 5, 14-22 left to go in the first half. Evans. That was short. Settles comes away with it.
George Washington not able to get the buckets from the perimeter early. Kwame Evans in particular cold. Man-to-man defense for the Colonials.
Glasper. Give it to Woolrich. He'll reset it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. 15 seconds.
And George Washington has made a defensive change. Vaughn Jones now matched up against Millard.
Settles. Oh, and look who is in there battling for it. Shante Rogers at 5'3".
He gets most of his off the deck. If he's going to have to jump for him, he's overmatched.
Woolrich, fade away.
That's a tough shot. And there's Russ Millard. Now he's matched up against Jones, who's only 6'5". He jumped right over him to get the rebound. Millard really creating matchup problems for George Washington.
Settles, there's Bowen. Settles will take it. Gets his own rebound.
Good quickness. Masharikov just didn't block him out. Iowa, we mentioned, does a great job on the boards. Almost 9 rebounds a game more than their opponents, and that's the kind of pace they're on.
Right now holding a 12-5 rebounding edge. Shot clock is under 10 now. Woolrich won't go. Kuhl gets up there to rip it down.
Big guy looks for the little guy.
That was a very athletic play by Kwame Evans. Masharikov.
On another blocked shot. That's Bowen who blocked the shot. Masharikov has had 2 blocked.
Woolrich.
They're going to count that basket as well. Count it. Andre Woolrich gets by Shante Rogers in transition, commits the foul, and then Kwame Evans hits the ball while it's up on the iron.
No question about it. So Woolrich will go to the line. 74% foul shooter.
And here comes Iowa with their pressure. This is a hard.
Here comes GW with Rogers. Jones to Cool. He jams it.
Big guy can run the court. Oh, what a pass!
Right back. Woolrich finds Murray. (16-8) Iowa. Masharikov to Jones. It's 5 now for Jones. Kingsbury with the 3.
Hawkeyes hitting on all cylinders right at the moment. They've got the game right at the pace where they would like it. Tom Davis over on the bench encouraging the troops.
GW will slow it down now.
Hawkeyes playing a matchup zone. They've got somebody in front and somebody behind. Big Alexander Poole. And you can see why.
Grabs the handle and lays it up and in. 19-12 Iowa.
Nice soft hand.
Kingsbury. Woolrich gets the rebound.
George Washington just being battered on the board. And there is another offensive rebound.
Settles guarded by Cool. Cool with the quick hands. Take a look at the boards. 15-6 for Iowa. Oh, nice assist.
The big guy Alexander Poole is dragging out there.
Rogers. Foul underneath.
The big guys for Iowa really creating some problems out on the perimeter for George Washington. Here Kingsbury beats Masharikov. Settles just goes to the basket. When Cool goes to help, Settles has the easy lay-in.
Well, several substitutions, and Cool will take a rest. He struggled up the floor in that last possession.
The pace of this game has really been something. Up and down basketball.
Vaughn Jones now the 6'5" senior from DeMatha High School in Washington. 71% free throw shooter. 1 of 3 from the line tonight. 1 of 4.
And it seems as if Iowa has claimed every rebound.
Murray. Iowa forces the turnover. 9:51 left to go in the first half. The Hawkeyes 23-12.
A tradition